Alright, so we're back with this Bluetooth adapter, this portable Bluetooth adapter. I've criticized some of the programming of this of the chip inside this Bluetooth module. So this has a CSR A64215. There you go, and a PAM, so a PAM. What is it? 8908, P8908. So this chip here is the amplifier for the headphones. And although initially I only criticized how they programmed the Bluetooth module, right, with the extremely excruciatingly loud beeps, and the fact that the microphone doesn't sound too well, but that almost never does, so I don't know, I also disabled that. However, in the, what is it, half a year or whatever, I've been using it, I've actually grown to be very pissed off by the sound of the PAM amplifier. So it doesn't really sound that well. Particularly, it's extremely loud, so I don't know if you could probably burn your headphones, but it gets to a point where if you have proper headphones, it will not sound well enough. So it'll distort, it'll sound, I don't know, it sounds pretty garbagey, so I don't know, I really don't like it. And so what I'm going to do today is actually lower the gain on it, because as we'll see, it's turned up to 11. And so in order to showcase that, let's zoom out. And so what we have here is the same data sheet twice. This never ceases to get old. And so we have the pinout here, right? And fortunately, it's the same pinout to a very good chip, which is the TI TPA, what is it? So this will have just a an abbreviation on it because, yeah, fuck us. But I'll put the text over here. So it's a TPA 3 something eArter or some shit. Anyway, so this one actually sounds very good. They are pin for pin compatible. So the first plan was to put one of those in, because I do have some extra ones, but actually I think I'll just lower the gain on this one, and I think that should work out. So we have the gain configurations over here. So G0 and G1 are the set pins, right? So both ground is -6, and just one ground, the other one, right, you can see the values. So basically I think I'll set it to 0, to be honest. So 0 dB. I don't know. I have no idea. So right now it's set to 6, which is definitely way too much. So right now both of these pins are set to, are linked to positive. So you have two 470 ohm resistors. So this one, and this one. And they're linked to positive on this side, right? So yeah, so I'll be right back with the mod and conclusions. Alright, so after 50 hours and losing the SMD resistor 3 times, I think it was 2 times, I've managed to lift up the resistor corresponding to G1, and so we're going to have G0 going to VDD and G1 going to negative. So I'm going to pull this down to negative. Maybe one of these pads is negative, we'll see. And that will give us a gain of 0 dB, which is in fact the exact gain the TPA module is, the TPA amp is set on these boards, and these really sound well. So I'll speed through that as well, and that'll be it. Alright, so basically it's way more decent now. It's still amply loud, so I'd call it as loud as the iPhone 6s amplifier. Those phones will get pretty loud and would sound pretty good, and this one does more or less the same, right? It really doesn't sound too bad. And so before you'd have it at 50% and you really were already basically pegging your headphones. Now it's a lot more chill, and you could still definitely use both outputs to headphones because yeah, that'll definitely work out. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed it and have a good one.